my Detroit Piston fan and my Orlando Magic fan. If you guys want to take a sandwich break, bathroom break, go ahead. Me and Joshua are gonna get into some heat stuff here.
Oh no, I
Joshua,
want to hear this. I'm really trying to hear what
hold
these
on.
ideas are.
Joshua, I told the fellas earlier before you jumped on that I've effectively been on vacation since Jimmy missed that last shot in
I feel
Miami in Game
y'all.
7.
I was on a
That,
boat.
that hurt
The
my
crews,
soul.
the whole crew's hurt after that. Everybody was in the bar just, oh, damn. He shouldn't have taken
Right.
that shot. Why did they do this? Why did they do that? You know what? I'm happy he took the shot because if he would have made that shit, he'd have been the greatest player in Miami since Dwayne Wade. I don't want to hear shit from nobody. If he hit that shot, everybody would have been like, oh, Jimmy Butler, wow, what a great signing that was. Okay, anyways, look, this is real simple. Leave Donovan Mitchell alone. Leave Kevin Durant alone. I do not want bitch boy Durant coming over here and ruining our franchise like he just ruined the fucking Nets. Okay, thank God the Warriors are putting together enough for him not to ruin them. Okay, see what the fuck going on with them, but they're smart enough to load all those picks. Now they got young guns over there, and they're looking okay. All right, well, Brooklyn's in the shambles. Brooklyn's like they don't know what's going on, so they just grab whatever they can. That's why it's so hard to trade with them because they just trying to get they're desperate. They're trying to get way too much out of people. So this is what you do. It's real simple. Pay Tyler Hero. Put Duncan Robinson back on the freaking floor. Like, just so Duncan's got to get better at defense. We already know. He's got to get better at defense. Max Strus on Tatum and Smart. Look, the man got effort, but he got dogged the entire series. I don't want to hear it. The man got absolutely killed the entire series, but it's okay. All right. Hero's got to get better with off ball. I'm so sick and tired of Hero standing still when he doesn't have the ball. Man's great offensive talent. Got to finish the rest of that tattoo. Can't go with that. That's terrible. I don't know who decided that was cool and who decided the picture. You got to get it. You got to get it colored in. You got to connect it because they're not gonna praise you like Lonzo Ball.
No
tattoo.
work, no check.
You got it. I don't know what happened with that. Like maybe it was like, he just got, because how the tattoo deals go. You got to get it, then you got to go back for another session and this and that. So maybe it was kind of caught in between that. But look, it's real simple. Okay, you take Tyler Hero's got to get better at off ball. Duncan's got to get better at defense. You got two major fixes there. I really am over Kyle Lowry. I really am. So if we honestly if we're gonna run with him, fine. I like Gabe Vincent. I like Gabe Vincent a lot. I think he's a good backup. But we got to look for it. We're probably not gonna get it done now, but for this season, I'm okay with Kyle if he can keep his body in shape. But you know how that goes. He's probably gonna be broken in half by the halfway point. Either way, you saw anyone see Bam Adebayo at the Miami Pro League? You saw that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so before I get into that, I gotta come clean here. When they drafted Bam, I was, why did we? Oh, God. I didn't know anything. So as time goes on, as you start to hear stuff, this Bam guy might be one of the best bigs that Miami has ever seen, right? If you saw the Miami Pro League highlights of just what he does, just because you know how it is when they get in these open court type of deals, they're allowed to be a lot more free. You can actually see the type of arsenal that they're working with. We see how dominant LeBron really is on those open court sessions when the season's all like, nobody can guard this man at all. And then obviously the NBA is a different deal. So Bam Adebayo is a true do-it-all 4. I am tired of the 5 deal. Get the man to the 4. He can't help Jimmy because he's trying to be a busy anchor in the 5 and then go down on the other side of the court. And then there's a system that the Heat play in that's a strict system. And that's why you see Bam sitting there with the ball like, okay, who do I pass to? Who do I pass to? Who do I pass to? It's because that's the system. He can't shoot because he's not supposed to. So if you put him in a 4 and more relaxed position, he could put the ball in the hoop way more. The man is a 20-10 easy. I don't care what anybody says. Jimmy, you see it. He's dropping down to a playmaker defensive type role. He can score and do what he needs to when we need it, as we've seen, but the years are catching on to him. It is what it is. Now, what do we do about the 5? I'm okay with all the backups we have right now. I like it. I think we're good there. The Heat are one of the teams that just like they can go in the G League, find secret talent, and build them up. They just drafted Jovic. I think that's a steal. He's a Gallinari type of player. I like him. He's going to be all right. They just got to put some weight on him. So we got to get a 5. That's the Heat's biggest problem. This whole Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell deal, it's just running away from the real problem. We don't have a big. We don't have a big. Every time we go up against a team with a big, we struggle. Every time. How did Al Horford have a historic game against us? Because we don't have a big. That's the only way. We just don't. Go get. You see, Indiana don't give a damn about Miles Turner. Go get Miles Turner. If you can go get John Collins, I'm okay with that. Don't break the bank for it, but I'm okay with it, right? You need to go get a big that has long wingspan, defensive guy that takes the breaks right off of Bam. So that's my take there. Real easy fix.
Aiden.
I wasn't gonna throw Aiden in there.
Well,
I know he's a free agent and he played very well with Phoenix. What about someone like Bismack Biyombo?
No.
Screw it. I mean, honestly, no. A backup.
No.
I mean, well, we just had Deadman, and I'm not whatever about Deadman. If you can get Bismack Biyombo, get him in there for Deadman, great. Starting, I don't know.
I would have said JaVale McGee, but
he be making too many mistakes.
No.
He be making too many mistakes.
Joshua already answered the question, so I can go with Miles Turner. I can fuck with John Collins is a little too small for me. He's a natural 4. He's not a 5. I love Collins. He's a Florida boy, but he's just a little too small for me. Turner is the guy, but now that's been fucked up since Phoenix matched the offer sheet for Indiana. So I don't know what our path to Miles Turner is unless we get rid of Tyler Hero, which it seems like Joshua, you're a fan of Tyler Hero. I think he's a piece of shit. Let's just be honest.
He needs another Jack Harlow song to get to prop up.
Yeah.
He got 2 in his head after the bubble.
Yeah,
and Bryce has Kentucky roots, and he hates Hero too. So let's just throw that out.
I hear you. That's fair.
But I agree with you with Duncan Robinson. I will. Michael knows my love for Russell Westbrook. I will never say anything bad about Russell Westbrook. I will never say anything bad about Duncan Robinson. A weapon like that cannot sit on the bench.
Bro,
they have to figure it out.
Was it $96 million they gave him?
Bro,
That's
he's
fine.
one of the best catch and shoot boys in the league.
That's fine.
Shout out my Wolverine guy. Let's go.
but he's got to at least make his shots. If you're going to be terrible on defense, you have to be lights out, and he was not lights out. He
only had one bad year though. In his defense, this year, this is the worst year he's ever had. In his defense, so.
It's easier to forgive a guy like Tyler Hero for having a bad year when he's so versatile, though, as opposed to Duncan Robinson, who's a one-trick pony.
Here's my issue with Tyler. My issue with Tyler is every fucking year in the playoffs, outside of one series, he disappears. He totally Caspers on us, and that's my issue. And I'm over it. If we could have had him make a couple of shots against, don't get me wrong, God knows the NBA was sucking Boston's dick the whole time, and a lot of calls went against us.
Facts.
Kudos to the Heat for not complaining about that, but we all could see what was going on. Okay, clear agenda to get Boston in the finals, and for Jimmy Butler to have the ball in his hands with an opportunity to win that series, despite everything that the NBA was doing, is great, and I'm happy he took that shot. But if Tyler Hero, even he was hurt again, right? Had a hamstring issue.
Yeah.
If we could have got more for him, we still could have won that series. And I'm just exhausted with his lack of production in the playoffs. It's 3 years in a row, like I said, outside of Bubble Hero, that was one fucking series. Let's not clown ourselves. One series, okay? I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Jimmy Butler is fucking tired.
Dog. He's gassed.
Jimmy's literally tired. He's not emotionally feeling it tired. Right. He's feeling it physically.
But you also see the value. Like, they've had so much trouble trying to get, like, even though there's a reason why the trade moves ain't been moving like that for the Heat, is because people ain't looking at Hero like that.
Right.
Well, and he's due an extension anyway, right?
Yeah, he is. But he has from now until the offseason to sign it. So he's going to be in Miami this year unless we decide to move him. But like Joshua said, there's not a big market for him.
Right.
So they see what we see.
Yep.
I don't know what Jack Harlow sees. I don't know what the people who gave him his own cereal sees. But it's a reason that he hasn't been signed to an extension yet. It's a huge reason. Okay. Joshua, is there any other moves? Well, first of all, let me say this. I said this with Bryce. I'm going to say it again. PJ Tucker, I love you and thank you, and I'm sad that you're gone. Joshua, is there any other moves that we can make to because it seems like you want them to run it back, but we still need help. So outside of Miles Turner, is there any other person out there somewhere that can come help Jimmy Butler?
Nope. At this point, it's so. That's why I said, like, that's why I'm at the point where it's like, okay, because here's the deal. Like, there's one guard, Colin Sexton, but the Cavs are playing with that so much. I'm like, if you can get Colin Sexton somehow, some way, maybe, possibly, go do it, because that's a dog. That's a real dog who's going to play all the way through. And I think he's being wasted in Cleveland because now all the focus is on Garland over there. So I get it. Yeah. I get it. So that's the only, like, I mean, then if maybe Schroeder, if you can do that too, I like him as well. That's another young dog. Here's the deal. Miami needs dog type of players. If you are not a dog, you cannot end up here.
And you said Schroeder? Schroeder's the one that left an $80 million deal on the table to go sign a minimum of $5 million. So
I'm just grabbing for air at this point. I'm just grabbing for air. There's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing, Mike. What am I looking at, Mike? Nothing. My James Harden. He sucks. Carmelo.
Schroeder's such a dog.
You don't know if his heart's gonna give out or not. Bless his heart. But wow, no pun intended. But it's just you don't know what's going on. There's nothing. Everybody that was worth taking is taken. That's why Pat Riley's on the phone. Please, what do you need for Donovan? Please. But it's not happening.
And that's why I was thinking when you're talking the 5, I'm thinking free agent center because the people that you want to keep right now that you had just mentioned, some of them would have to be involved in a deal to bring Miles Turner over. So if you want to keep your core that you're talking about, the free agent market is where it needs to be. So who's on the free agent market, the unrestricted free agent market, that you could just go sign in 10 minutes? And that's why I was thinking someone like a productive Bismack Biyombo. Or had he not been signed to JaVale McGee, they played very well in Phoenix for the past 2 seasons. So
I'm going to throw out one name before we move on. Controversial name. Kids had a rough off season. But Miles Bridges in Charlotte. I'm going to throw that out. Okay. He hasn't signed now Charlotte hasn't rescinded the offer sheet, but it hasn't been signed yet. He can give you a 4, but he's kind of similar to Bam. So
I'll take him.
If you get Miles Bridges, Bam can stay at the 5 and Bridges can play the 4. And we might have to give up Hero, who hasn't signed his extension. See where I'm going with that, Joshua? So that could be a low-key possibility. We know he's rough.
I'll take it.
We know that. That might be a low-key sneak option, and Tyler Hero could help Charlotte greatly. Because my little cousin's up there, and he needs some help too. Okay. The former rookie of the year, so he needs some help up there. But
facts.
Definitely.
But Miles
gonna have those guys ready to go. They're gonna love him there.
Yeah, Steve Clifford is a goddamn graveyard of a coach.
Oh, Steve Clifford. Yeah. I get him in
Steve Clifford. Yeah, forgive me. Steve Clifford's gonna run those kids into the ground. You best believe it. All right.